Okay, Maharaj. Thank you so much.
Okay, so what else? What is that? Anything else you would like to say before I begin saying something? Something.
Maharaj, we are listeners. We just want to hear your nectarian voice. That's what we need. Nothing else.
And this is ISKCON Baltimore
Yes,
sponsor,
Maharaj. Yes, Maharaj.
and you're not in the temple, of course not. Hmm?
No, Maharaj.
I remember you. Remember my visit of Baltimore,
Dhanvat Maharaj, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Jai Radha Shyam.
and many of you were there. Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Ki.
Yeah.
Right, that's also you have Radha Krishna, but the Jagannath, a very famous Baltimore Jagannath. They go to New York and they have a ride in the
Maharaj,
chariot.
yes, Maharaj, you have a very good memory. Absolutely. Last 40 years they've been going to New York.
I had been attending New York Rath Yatra festival, so I know where the Jagannath comes from to New York to have a ride. So, okay, so you're seeing Raj Govardhan Ki,
Jai Haribo.
Darshan,
Yes, Maharaj. Beautiful darshan, Maharaj.
and at least something. Well, why say something? This is also everything.
Yes.
Govardhan, so big part of Vrindavan. And Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate is also there. Anything you kind of take away from Purna, complete, that is also Purna. So Giriraj Govardhan is also Purna. So as I was asked to speak to you all on the beginning of Kartik day, that is today. Although it's not today is still month of Aswin, in fact. Is it Aswin Purnima, Sharad Purnima? Kartik begins from tomorrow. But we get into Kartik mood from this day onward. They do begin offering lamps to Damodar from today. So it's practically beginning of Kartik, certainly beginning of, well, Damodar Mass, because we offer lamps to Damodar on this day. So then I was thinking of, as soon as I was approached and asked to speak on this day, then I thought of, well, the first thought was, then I would like to talk about Brajamandal, or I would like to talk about the pastimes in Brajamandal during this month. I would like to talk about the festivals of Braj during month of Kartik. So this is how I kind of thought of talking or chose this as a topic. And then here you are, or here we are together. As we are very much missing Vrindavan, you know. Are you missing Vrindavan?
Yes, Maharaj. Absolutely.
I am. And there's every reason for me to miss Vrindavan this year because I've been separated from Vrindavan this year. And for past 34 years, 33 years, I had been spending entire month of Kartik in Vrindavan or touring Vrindavan, doing Brajamandal Parikrama. And here you go, here I am, poor I am. Not in Vrindavan today. I'm elsewhere today. So I'm missing my Vrindavan. Or maybe I lost my heart in Vrindavan, as devotees say. Or they go around with a t-shirt and in the back you could read, I lost my heart in Vrindavan. So I also have lost my heart in Vrindavan. Well, then what do? You better go to Vrindavan to find your heart. So like that. Gopis also lost Lord of their heart in the deep, thick forest of Vrindavan today, tonight. And as they were looking for Lord of their heart everywhere, all over Brijamandal. And then, I'm sure that's what was one thought. Our acharyas make this commentary. You did not lose your Krishna in the forest. You lost Krishna on the banks of Jamuna. That is where you had met him. And Rasa dance was about to begin. But Lord realized you are getting a little proud. So Lord left. He took Radharani along with him and he left. So you lost him on the banks of Jamuna. You did not lose him in the forest. So why look for him in the forest? You go back. So just to make the connection. So we lost our heart in Vrindavan. So we lost heart in Vrindavan. So we had to go back to Vrindavan to find our heart or find Lord of our heart. Well, then what happened? Gopis returned to the banks of Jamuna, and then as they're remembering Krishna, missing Krishna, they all started talking, and their talk has become a song, which is popularly known as Gopi Geet, which is also sung during month of Kartik. We sing Damodar Ashtak and Gopi Geet also. So as they were singing Gopi Geets, what was the outcome? Krishna appeared in the midst of the gopis. So as Krishna has promised or stated, Yatra Madha Bhakta Gayanti Tatra Tisthami Narada. I'm very much there. Where are you? Lord, where could we find you? Oh, there, over there, where? Where my devotees get together and talk about me. Or sing about me, sing my glories, or Tatra Tisthami, I appear there. So then anyway, I'm just making a point that then I thought of talking of Vrindavan Krishna, Krishna in Vrindavan, different pastimes of Krishna in Vrindavan during month of Kartik. So what? So that we could find him again. We could catch up with him again, or he catches up with us again. And there's a union, there's a meeting. Hari Hari. As I was going to the temple here in Pandharpur to attend Mangal Arati, so on the way I was thinking, oh, I wish I was in Vrindavan today. Oh, I'm missing Vrindavan. So then I offered, Arati. I performed Arati of Radha Pandarinath. And on the altar, we have Giriraj, Sheila, Giriraj. So I was offering Arati as also to Giriraj. I was taking darshan of Giriraj and praying and offering Arati to Giriraj. And I had a strong feeling or some voice from within. Oh, you are seeing Giriraj, and he's seeing you. You are with Giriraj. You are there in Vrindavan with Giriraj. You're not away. Hari Hari. So, Vrindavan Dham ki jai. So Lord has performed, well, that is what he does, right? Perform pastimes, as I was going to say. Everything he does, every act is a pastime. Yeah. Every move is a pastime, is a leela of the Lord. And day and night, on this rasa dance night, all night long. And it became a very long or longest night also. Lord danced. So, all these leelas, Lord is busy performing his leelas in Vrindavan. So various leelas which took place in, well, of course in Vrindavan, we're talking about Vrindavan Krishna. Ekam padam nagachati, Vrindavanam parityaja, ekam padam nagachati, that Krishna. He never first one step outside Vrindavan. So that Krishna performed pastimes during Kartik. So various pastimes, well, we celebrate, as a festival, whether that is Giri Govardhan or Govardhan Puja festival, right? Which took place during Kartik. And then 1 year, so that's the point also, that not all the pastimes that we hear and read about, they haven't taken place, well, they have taken place during Kartik, but not the same year. Yeah, the famous pastime of Damodar Leela, Yashoda Damodar Leela. And as we talk of pastime or Leela, only mad man could maybe do his Leela with himself. As soon as we talk of Leela, immediately there are associates of Lord, various devotees of the Lord are part of that Leela, part of that pastime. So Yashoda Damodar Leela or Damodar Leela. This took place in Gokul. Well, it was month of Kartik, but when Krishna was just about maybe 3 years and 8 months old, and that was also day of Diwali. Ekada grihadasishu, like that Sukadeva Goswami describes that pastime. Ekada, once upon a time, or one day, and that day was Deepavali day. Yashoda starts churning butter herself that day. And then this happened. Well, Krishna, I don't want to. Kadish Leela, you could get into the middle of that Leela and get into the details and talk on and on and on. You could talk for hours or for days. One Leela you could talk about. Hari Ananta Sesh, he had been chanting, reciting pastimes of the Lord. He has not come to an end, and he had been doing this for a long, long, long time. And with his 1,000 mouths, his Sahasra Vadan, and not that each Vadan, each mouth is, or all the mouths are reciting same pastime. No. Each mouth is talking of different pastime. Another mouth, another pastime. Another pastime. And near each mouth, there's a large audience gathered to listen to the recitation of Lord's pastimes by Ananta Sesh or Sahasra Vadan. So, pastimes of the Lord are like that. Right? That's why he's also called Ananta. Ananta. An means no, ant means end. There's no end to the pastimes. Hari. So Krishna, according to Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he was 3 years and 8 months. And that was the day of Diwali. And Krishna, the butter thief, he did the stealing of butter in Nanda Bhavan. And then he was tied up to the mortar using the rope. Yashoda tied the belly of Krishna, Bal Krishna, Yashoda Krishna, to the mortar. Dam, Udar. Dam is rope, Udar is belly. Hari. So that pastime, although has taken place during Kartik, but that was when Krishna was just a Bal Gopal. And he's in Gokul. The lifting of Govardhan Hill, which has taken place also during Kartik, when Krishna is 7 years old. Hari, what's happening? Hare Krishna? Something. Sorry. So, and the rasa dance has happened as we read from Krishna book, Krishna had to be at least 80 years old for him to mix and mingle with the gopis, and his association, introduction to and association with Radharani. This has happened a year or two later after Krishna has lifted Govardhan hill. So pastimes have taken place during Kartik, but they are different years and different ages of Lord Sri Krishna. Is Kumar, and there's a Pauganda, and is a Kishore, and the Krishna's pastimes in Vrindavan, predominantly they are of, well, we could say of three kinds or three flavors, three kinds of rasas, Vatsalya ras, that is Krishna and Yashoda, or Krishna and Nanda, all elderly gopis and elderly gopas, they enjoy this Vatsalya ras. So some pastimes are Vatsalya Purna, full of Vatsalya ras. And then there's a Sakhya ras pastimes. So some in Gokul is full of Krishna's pastimes, full of Vatsalya ras. He's just now growing up, and then he comes across friends from the neighborhood, and then begins playing with them, and then with their help he's now getting into this business. What is the business? Stealing business, becoming a thief. So mostly Sakhya, mostly Vatsalya ras in Gokul, but then towards the end of Lord's stay in Gokul, he's getting into the Sakhya ras, Sakhas, his friends, Sakhya ras. And then again, Diwali during Kartik. This is the day they decided to leave Gokul. Enough is enough. Too many terrorist attacks here. We had to leave this place. Where to go? And Upananda, Nanda Maharaja's eldest brother, he had proposed, we will go to Vrindavan. And then this becomes confusing for you or for some. What do you mean? He's already in Vrindavan. Well, yes and no. Vrindavan has a Isi Ghat Vamsi Vatadvadash Kanan Jaha Sabo Leela Kaila Sri Nanda Nandan. Then there are 12 forests of Vrindavan. Well, Vrindavan is a forest. Vrindavan is a forest. Whole forest is called Vrindavan forest. But one of those forests is also called Vrindavan. And then there are 11 other forests. There's a Madhuban, we begin our parikrama. And in fact, before I forget, this year The parikrama is happening right now as I'm talking to you. Lots of devotees are on parikrama, Brajamandal parikrama. They are doing Panchakroshi Vrindavan parikrama today. There's a good chance that you have heard the announcement that Brajamandal parikrama organizers, well, that's myself and others. We have planned, yeah, so ready to go. So it's happening. The virtual parikrama, online parikrama, and 5,000 devotees have already registered for this parikrama, and it's counting, and we are expecting more. And we will. This parikrama will take place 30 days. Every day there will be parikrama. And well, for your information, we have compiled or written a book called Brajamandal Darshan. And it has 30 chapters. So this virtual parikrama is based on that Brajamandal parikrama book. So each day there will be parikrama. So please, you are missing it today as you are with me today. But I think you are also not missing. I'm taking you. I brought you to Vrindavan, and we were in Gokul just now. We were in Gokul, and we talked about crossing Jamuna and going over to Vrindavan. And I was just explaining the difference between Vrindavan and Vrindavan. So there are 12 forests of Vrindavan, beginning with Madhuban, and then there's a Talban, and there's a Kumud Ban, and there's a Bahula Ban, and then fifth forest is Vrindavan, and the sixth one is Kamban, and seventh one is Khadir Ban. And these are the 7 forests on the western bank of Jamuna. And then we cross, one day we cross Jamuna, either swimming if the water is not, or we take a boat across. And then we go to Bhadraban, and then Bhandirban, and then Sriban or Belban. And the 11th forest is Lohaban. And finally we come to the forest called Mahavan. And that is, that's where Gokul is. Gokul. Gokul Dham Akhi. कृष्णा जिनका नाम है, गोकुल जिनका धाम है, ऐसे श्री भगवान को मेरे बारंबार बारंबार प्रणाम है. So that Mahavan has, well, birthplace of, well, not exactly birthplace. It's a birthplace of Balaram, and but that is where Krishna was relocated, shifted overnight by Vasudeva. And then Krishna grew up in Gokul. And not far from Gokul is another, well, village town called Raval Gaon. And that is Radharani's birthplace. So like that, so there are 12 forests of Vrindavan. And so on day of Diwali, during Kartik, when Krishna is 3 years and 8 months, they all relocate. And Maya, where are we going? Where are we going? The Krishna, Balaram, Yashoda, Rohini are seated in one cart, ox cart. And there's not only cart, there are hundreds and thousands of carts. All the residents of Gokul are now getting relocated. So they have loaded their belongings into their respective carts. They have loaded their television sets and washing machines. Yes? I think you are believing all this. Nothing of the sort. Hari Hari. And so Yashoda respond, Lala, Lala, we are going to Vrindavan. What is Vrindavan? Vrindavan is a big playground, beta. And as Krishna heard that, they started jumping up. Khelenge, khelenge, we'll play, we'll play. So then they are in Vrindavan, Vrindavan forest. But then, so after a relocation, the destination was Nandagram, but they do not, anyway, let me say this. They did not go all the way to Nandagram. They had a stopover. They stayed another 3 years and 8 months in a place called Shaktavarth. If you have heard or seen Chatikara, Chatikara, you know some of you are Chatikara? Have heard Chatikara? Some of you know. Sripad Madhvacharya Prabhu, and I'm sure many others. Yeah, where Chatikara is the Agra, Delhi Agra highway meets Bhaktivedanta Swami Marg, a road that goes to Krishna Balaram Temple. That T junction, there's a big flyover right now. So that is Chatikara. So that is where all the residents of Gokul stayed for several years. Chatikara, Chati refers to Chakra or Bailgadi. It's called Chati, Chakra, a Tanga there, like that. So they had parked all their carts, and those carts were like the fencing. And in the middle, they were residing in a makeshift dwellings. And then more pastimes from that place are taking place now. And this is where Krishna becomes Vatsapal. Yeah, one day he's going to become Gopal on Gopastami, when he was of the right age and big enough, competent enough, intelligent enough to handle the cows. He becomes Gopal, but before becoming Gopal, he was Vatsapal. He's taking care of the calf. And as he was taking care of the calf, one day he killed one demon. Anyway, I'm kind of drifting. I'm not sticking to the festivals during Kartik. Okay. So one demon had come as a vatsa, as a calf. And Krishna, I know who you are. So he was looking like a calf, and he was in the middle of so many other calves. But Krishna identified, and from behind he goes and he catches the hind legs of this calf, and the whirling, that's whirling, right? And not twirling, not swirling, there's so many things. So he's whirling, and he threw and ended up on the top of the tree and lost the life. And so that was Vatsasur. So Krishna killed Vatsasur while he was taking care of other Vatsas, other calf. One demon appeared as a calf. Krishna killed. So that is happening, and so many other pastimes have happened. Well, Krishna is still, and all the residents of Gokul are Shakta worth. And then they finally end up in Nandagram. So then Krishna so he becomes Gopal. He was Vatsapal, he becomes Gopal on Gopastami. And that was quite a festival, Gopastami festival. The day, the way the cows were decorated that day, and all the preparations were made. Whole Nandagram was lit and decorated, and chanting of the mantras, and well, Yashoda proposing, now take here are the shoes for you, and Krishna, no shoes for me. Look at the cows. Are they wearing shoes? No. So me too, not wearing shoes. But if you insist that I wear shoes, then you get shoes for all the cows also. How many cows are there? 900,000 cows. How many shoes are required? I'm sure you thought of saying 900,000 shoes, right? Some of you thought. This happens. So they have 4 legs, not even 2 legs. They're not 1-legged, they're not 2-legged. Like we have 2 legs, they have 4 legs. So, okay, at least take an umbrella. No. The cows don't have umbrella. But if you insist, get umbrella for them also. And not only you have to get umbrella for them, you have to also get someone to hold the umbrella and walk next to the cows, right? So where is Yashoda going to manage getting so many? So she gave up, and then Krishna and Balaram and the cowherd boys very happily, they entered the forest, and they're herding cows. But herding cows is just an excuse. In fact, they want to play. And then the Gocharan Leela and the Sabkhya Ras pastimes are taking place. Hari. And then now this Govardhan, it was a Pratipada of Shukla Paksha. There are 2 Pakshas, 2 fortnights. From tomorrow, there's a Krishna Paksha. The dark fortnight would begin. And then comes Amavasya, Diwali time. And then the next fortnight. So first day of the Shukla Paksha, the bright fortnight, is called Pratipada, the first day. So that was the day that Nanda Baba and the residents of Vrindavan, they were busy preparing for some festival. And then Krishna had approached and he was very much inquisitive. What is all this? Baba, Baba, what is all this? And the whole dialogue had taken place. And no, let us do Govardhan Puja this year for a change. And then all the elderly members, including Nanda Maharaj, they went along with Sri Krishna's proposal, and they performed Govardhan Puja instead of Indra Puja, and so that day is also Annakut festival, Govardhan Puja festival, which we celebrate. So that day, during Krishna's manifest pastime days, they had also, when the Govardhan Puja got over, very difficult to say got over. We did not even talk or say nothing, and quickly we said got over. How did it get over? Hari. So this homework for you to go into Krishna book of Srila Prabhupada or the Bhagavatam. Shukdev Goswami has recited these pastimes wonderfully. So there was a Govardhan Parikrama was performed by all the residents of Vrindavan that day, including Krishna and Balaram. For children and elders, there was a cart ride, and everyone else had to walk bare feet and do parikrama. So that is what happened on that day. Next day, Dvitiya, was another festival called Bhaiya Dooj. I have heard Bhaiya Dooj. So brothers and sisters, they all arrive at Vishram Ghat in Mathura. And that's where they take brother and sister together take the holy dip at Vishram Ghat. On the bank of Vishram Ghat, there is also one brother and sister residing in the deity form, and they are worshipped. And they are called Yam and Yami. Yami. Yam is Yamaraj, and sister of Yamaraj is called Yami, and Yami is Jamuna. And they're both children of sun god. Hence, Jamuna is also called Surya Kanya. So, says the brothers and sisters take bath there at Vishram Ghat. Then this Yami, this brother and sister, Yamaraj and Jamuna, they bless those brothers and sisters taking bath there. So that was happening on the Dvitiya, the second day of the bright fortnight of Kartik. So in meantime, the news had reached Indralok. Hey, no puja for you today. And Indra becoming furious, and he wanted to take revenge. Samvartak, it's the name of the special kind of clouds called Samvartak. They are normally employed at the time of pralay or devastation. So Indra wanted to devastate Braj Mandal. So Samvartak Badal, the clouds were dispatched for Braj. And then there was water everywhere. And then whole Braj was in big trouble. But Nanda Maharaj was told by Gargacharya, whenever you are in some calamity, some big trouble, just approach Krishna. Narayana samo gunaha. He had given some hint. Now his qualities, he is like a Narayan. He is not Narayan. He is like a Narayan. He will help you out. So he was approached, and then Krishna said, okay, come along, come along, come along. And residents of Braj, they had no clue, where is he bringing us to? And while they were near this hill, Govardhan hill, Krishna extends his left hand underneath the hill, like a digging and going deep inside. And next thing, like a ball, he has lifted and held on little tiny finger. And then he said, okay, come on in, come on in. And all residents of Vrindavan, they were sheltered for 7 days and 7 nights by this Govardhan hill. Very. So this is happening on the third day of that fortnight. Are you doing a little calculation? First day, what happened? Yeah, Govardhan Puja. Next day, in Mathura, the bathing. But brother, sister, third day. This is Tritiya now. Govardhan was lifted and was held for 7 days, 7 nights. And this lifting Govardhan hill brought all the residents together. And they all together are together with Krishna. There's no other pastime, sweet pastime like this, at the great time that residents of Vrindavan had during this lifting Govardhan pastime, because they had their Krishna 24 hours a day. Otherwise, Nanda Baba, Yashoda get Krishna morning and evening, and the cowherd boys get them before noon and in the afternoon only, and the gopis get Krishna at noon time at Radha Kund, and during the night in different forests doing rasa dance, like tonight there's a rasa dance. So no one was getting all 24 hours. But during this lifting Govardhan hill, Brajabasis were blissed out, no interruption. So that is one speciality of this lifting Govardhan hill pastime. And then, so finally, the Indra's pride was crushed, and he stopped the showers, rains, and then Krishna, leave now, no more rains, so everyone out. And then Krishna placed the Govardhan hill in exact same location where it was before. And now, after this Govardhan lifting pastime by Sri Krishna, there was a talk of the town. Gaur Premanandi, you're feeling a little tired or sleepy? Yeah, this story is not meant to put you to sleep. There are some stories. A lot of people, when you're children, when I was a child, we insist someone tell us a story so that we could The goal was to go to sleep. The means is some story, some ek tha raja, ek thi rani, and this ho gayi kahani. So, but this is not. This is meant to wake us up, not to put us to sleep. Yeah. So I was saying, everyone was talking, and there's a chapter in Krishna book also, and Bhagavatam called Wonderful Krishna, Wonderful Krishna. You remember the one chapter called Wonderful Krishna? Wonderful Krishna. This is after Govardhan Hill pastime. This is chapter Wonderful Krishna. Because they're all wondering, who is this child who could lift Govardhan Hill? Is he some demigod, or is he Lord himself, or no, who is he? So they were all having doubt and questions, and so they had finally approached Nanda Maharaj, and Nanda Maharaj repeated exact same statement of Gargacharya. You'll find if you read Gargacharya's statement in the, I think it's the 8th chapter of Bhagavatam, when name giving ceremony took place, that time Gargacharya spoke to Nanda Maharaj privately, as I had mentioned, Narayana Samo Gunaha, and if you're in trouble, approach him. So you will find same verses, several verses, as they are in the previous chapter, chapter 8. They're also there in the Wonderful Krishna chapter. So this is how Nanda Maharaj attempted to explain who this boy is, who this Krishna is, child Krishna is. And then, well, I had to go faster, but I would never come to an end in any case. So there was a Ekadasi. Everyone observed Ekadasi. Nanda Maharaj also observed Ekadasi. And then on day of Dwadasi, Nanda Maharaj had gone to Jamuna for taking a holy dip on Dwadasi before he would break his fast. And as he was bathing there, the agents or servants of Varun Dev had come, and Nanda Maharaj was arrested. Hey, this is the wrong time. It's too early in the morning. You're taking bath. You did not check the muhurt. So they brought him to Varun Lok. And then, Nanda Maharaj was here just now. He was here and he's nowhere to be seen, nowhere to be seen. And all the residents of that locality, they were wondering, what happened? And they were full of anxiety. So there's a village there called Bhaigaon. Everyone was afraid, Bhaigaon, where Nanda Maharaj was arrested. And right now, there's also Nanda Ghat there. One of the ghats on the banks of Jamuna is Nanda Ghat, from where Nanda Maharaj was arrested, brought to. So then, as news reached Krishna Balaram of Nanda Maharaj is nowhere to be found, then Krishna and Balaram, they jump into Jamuna, dive deeper and through the waterways. And Varun is in charge of all the water bodies in existence. So they end up at Varun Lok. And as soon as Varun Dev saw Krishna and Balram appearing, coming over, he got up, he moved, rushed forward, and there was a grand welcome for Krishna and Balaram. Suswagatam Krishna Balaram. And the garlands, and this, and that. While Nanda Maharaj was arrested, he's not even able to move. And he's wondering, hey, come on, these are my children. You are giving grand reception to my children, and here I am, the poor father or rich father. You have arrested me. What is this? So Varun Dev's explanation was, in fact, I wanted darshan of Krishna and Balaram. And I thought, if I get you over here where I am, then for sure they would also come looking for you. Okay, I had wonderful darshan. Thank you very much, and you may leave. So with Nanda Maharaj, and they all go back to Braj. And as Nanda Maharaj had shared his first-hand experience of how they were, Krishna and Balaram were received, greeted, honored, worshipped by Varun Dev in Varun Lok. And as the Brajavasis heard, then again they were bewildered and they were, what? Who is this Krishna and Balaram? Or especially, who is this Krishna? So then, to remove their doubt or pacify them, then Krishna and Balaram, they addressed the residents of Vrindavan, say, please come, please come, please come. And they brought all the residents of Vrindavan to Akrur Ghat, where Akrur Ghat is, between Vrindavan town, present day Vrindavan town, and Mathura is Akrur Ghat. And as they all had gathered, assembled there, and Krishna says, okay, look up, look up, look up. As they all looked up, they saw Krishna Balaram up there. They saw whole Golok there, the splendor of Golok. And so this Akrur Ghat is a place. From there you could see. There's a provision like that. There's a transcendental provision. It's not accessible to us. Don't go and expect. Well, Hari Hari, we could hear and see. We see by hearing. So this is happening after Dvadasi. So like this, there's a series of events also have taken place during the Kartik, month of Kartik. So like that, I mean, in Golok, every word is a song, and every step is a dance. So every moment is a festival. Every pastime is a festival. So this month of Kartik, which is full of festivities, is now ahead of us. And as you go through day to another day to another day. So each day we could have a celebration, have a festival, or look at the calendar and find out what is today's festival. One day there's also going to be Srila Prabhupada's Tirobhav Mahotsav festival during this month. Uttan Ekadasi festival. God, the Lord, Vishnu, after 4 months yoga nidra, sleep, is going to be getting up, and there's going to be festival, Uttan Ekadasi, at the end of Chaturmasha. And there's going to be a Shaligram and Lord, Shaligram and Tulsi, Vivaha, towards the end of this month. And like that, Narottam Das Thakur's, I think it's a Tirobhav, Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj's Tirobhav or Ravibhav, I don't remember now. It's also during Kartik. So like that, and Damodar pastime. This is a Kartik, and every day there's a leap dawn to celebrate the Damodar Leela, which took place during Kartik. I wish you all happy Kartik, happy Damodar Mass. Devotees from Draupadi Mataji from New Jersey is and like that. Someone lost my heart. Is writing. Someone lost. In meantime, someone lost his heart also. So it is there. Hardik Patel, you have appeared, and Dr. Sham Sundar Sharma ji, aap kya kar rahe ho? Someone from Nagpur is with us, and lots of you. So thank you once again for being with us.
How can we get this book?
Our goal is that you be with the Lord. May God, and we know His name, so we don't just say, "May God be with you." We say, "May Krishna be with you." Those who do not know God's name, they say, "God be with you." What do we know? We know His name. Krishna is that beautiful name. So may Krishna or Damodar Krishna be with you. Dear Govind, you are also there. And Advaita Acharya, who's there, and like that. Okay, so and take care. COVID-19 is also around there. Yeah, it's around here, around there.
Maharaj, one devotee asked a question about that Vrindavan Darshan book which you have. Where can we get it? There's some devotees who are interested in that.
Hey, good question. Where to get? Amazon. You can order on Amazon.
Okay.
That's one. And like that. Okay. Padayatra Press, maybe our website you could find. Hardik Patel, you know where to order the books?
Yes, Guru Maharaj.
Someone's
Devotees have sent one link to order from US and Canada. I can send it to WhatsApp group to all brothers and sisters.
Yeah, Hardik Patel is one of our your salesperson. Yeah, he's based in US. He's saying something, so listen to what he's saying, and and join this parikrama that I talked about. And do you know how to join parikrama? You want to tell Hardik Patel how to access parikrama also?
Yes,
And
so
is on the
in
chat, could you type the whatever login details?
yes, Guru Maharaj, I will also send that.
Anything else? Or push?
Thank Maharaj. I just had a question. When we have so many beautiful festivals, one festival which always came in mind, and I know we celebrate there, but I see that we don't celebrate all over ISKCON. So I just want to get your guidance about Radhakund Appearance Day. Do we, as per your instructions and Prabhupada's, should we be celebrating the festival?
Well, our Brajamandal Parikrama party and Krishna Balaram temple devotees, we celebrate.
Okay.
Yeah, the appearance of Radhakund. In fact, I was initiated on Radhakund
Haribo.
in 72 in Vrindavan. So,
Thank you, Maharaj.
that night we take holy dip in Radhakund. You could read the pastime of the Aristasur, a killing of Aristasur demon.
Yes, ma'am.
That's connected with that appearance of Radhakund. And Aristogram. One time Radhakund was known as Aristogram. 500 years ago, while Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was touring Vrindavan or doing Vrindavan Parikrama, he arrives at the foothill of Govardhan, northern side of Govardhan. He was inquiring, has anyone seen Radhakund? Is Radhakund around here? Could someone show me Radhakund? And they said, Radhakund, we know Aristogram. So it was known as Aristogram, the place where Aristasur was killed by Krishna. And following that killing of Aristasur, that led to the appearance of Shamkund first, and then Radhakund next, they are next to each other, two kundas. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it was kind of forgotten and lost 500 years ago. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu discovered Radhakund, revealed Radhakund unto the world. Radhakund appearance day ki jai.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. Really appreciate your kindness. You came and blessed us. Hopefully your blessings are always there and you come and guide us always, Maharaj. Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Hare Krishna.
I was about to say good night, but it is not. Yours is a good.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Dandan Maharaj.
Krishna
Guru
Maharaj.
Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam Maharaj. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Guru Maharaj.
Hari Hari Bol.
Guru Maharaj. Jai Ho.
Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj.
Jai Radhe Shyam.
Hari Bol.
Radhe
Hari
Shyam.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
His Holiness Lokanath Swami Maharaj ki
Jai.
Jai.
Guru Maharaj ki jai.
Jai Ho.
Hare Krishna. Now closing.